Is that like
All
a
right.
meme on your channel?
So, shield and sword?
Yeah.
No, it's not really.
Is that like a meme on your channel?
No, that's the only video I said shield and sword. But anyways, hello everyone. So first things first, how's the audio sounding? Am I like too loud? Am I peaking?
I think the audio sounds fine. I'm listening to the YouTube version.
Nice. I'm the biggest fan here, says Franz. Congratulations. Yeah, so this is obviously the first time I'm streaming on YouTube. Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so I wanted to stream the Capcom showcase tomorrow. So I just wanted to test everything out, see if everything's okay. It sounds like everything's fine. And afterwards, just kind of want to, after testing everything out, just kind of want to do a few hunts, maybe for an hour or so, and then just call it for a day. As far as my future in streaming, I do not really know. I don't know. Just if you're here, just I don't know. What do you guys think, chat?
I'm thinking
Should I
full-time
stream?
streamer. Drop
Should I
out of
start
school,
streaming?
Full-time streamer. That's what I think.
Yeah, should I drop out of school and become a full-time streamer on YouTube?
Dad doesn't want to give you poor life advice, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, yeah. How does
Luckily, I'm here for
yeah,
that.
I have a yeah.
Schedule?
How do you sound?
I thought
How do
it
you
sounded
sound, by the
fine.
way?
I thought it sounded fine because I'll be joining on the Capcom thing I think tomorrow. So
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm not really good at reactions, unless it's like Sunbreak news. Because I'm not really only there for this like Sunbreak news. Obviously they're gonna talk about other stuff.
Sunbreak. I think it's mostly Sunbreak tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's mostly Sunbreak. Is what they said. But they're also gonna have like Resident Evil 4 and like Street Fighter 6, which I don't really care too much about. So, you know, for some other commentary, I'll have Objo Gaming as well, and we've done reaction streams before. We just did earlier today. We watched the Xbox showcase,
You're like in physical
and
pain.
my gosh, that was just melatonin in video form. So yeah.
Go
Stay in
back
drugs,
to
don't do school.
follow your heart, but have a backup plan. I don't
Yeah.
think you intend to make it actually full time. I think that's a joke. I think, but I don't know. Maybe like regular streaming could be enjoyable.
No.
It's something I'd like to look into starting to do as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to see me do like regular streaming, then like I'm all for it. The thing I'm worried about streaming on YouTube is, you know, the VODs, they get like saved with like the rest of my videos, and
Yeah, that's the big.
you know, I don't want to like
too.
I don't want to like clutter up, you know, the subscription feed with like, you know, live streams. So like
You could always
I've also been
you could always do them and then unlist them and put them all in like a streams playlist. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. So they're not like
Yeah,
clogging
that-
your channel, and you have a playlist for them if anyone wants to go through and watch.
that
them.
also makes sense.
But like they should just have they should have a uploads tab and then like I don't know. They have a past live streams tab, but they don't separate them, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's obviously YouTube doesn't really have their streaming side down. I mean, if they do, and like YouTube gets like a better chat, like better emotes, then like YouTube could be a really good streaming place. Like right now, like Twitch is where you want to stream because, you know, Twitch Prime.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be doing Twitch if it weren't for Twitch Prime. Like, I wonder how much Amazon pays every month in, like, Twitch Prime subs. Like, and how many subs are, like, Twitch Prime subs? Or whatever they call it now, Prime Gaming, I think they call it both.
Yeah, Prime Gaming. Yeah, which, by the way, if you do have an Amazon account, you should use your Twitch, your Prime Gaming.
Do it right out of Daddy Bezos'
support it, just
pocket.
Yeah, take money out of your Daddy Bezos' pocket. You know, support your favorite streamer. I'm doing well, Baron. How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks. Alright, yeah. So, it seems like everything sounds good, right? Yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, while he plays, you could always, like, ask questions in the chat, and I can read them to him while he's playing.
Yeah, and I'm also reading chat as well. I have it up.
If you don't want to take your eyes off the high-octane gameplay. King Goomba is trending on Twitter right now, I want you to know.
Oh yeah, that's
He's
right.
actually trending on Twitter, that's awesome. Oh god.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. Oh, now he's not. He went away. I was gonna take a snipping tool of it because I thought it was funny, but he went away.
Yeah, so anyways, let's do some hunts now.
Time to get going.
So right now, you may know me as like a sword and shield player, but I am playing with Lance right now, because, you know, I do play all the weapons. I don't just play sword and shield all the time. Yeah, right now I'm using the Nargacuga Lance. The issue I have with there's a lot of issues I have with Lance in this game, like, but yeah, I know the meta for Lance is, you know, let's just join some random people. I know the meta for Lance is, you know, spiral thrust spam. Failed to load a quest, huh? I know it's spiral thrust spam, but I don't know if you guys have ever tried Lance and spiral thrust. You know, that move is just a nightmare. It's just not fun to control spiral thrust, even though it is technically very, very powerful. You know, it's not fun. I hate it. So I'm playing with Anchor Rage. I am playing with a more comfortable set, but man, Lance just does no damage in this game compared to like Longsword. All right.
This is the end for you. You're not going your ass.
Nice flinch. Yeah. Yeah, so you see why flinching isn't always a good thing. Yeah, that Anchor Rage just missed because, you know, the barrel flinched.
Oh, I missed.
So, yeah, it's...
Glad you're playing with Live Alive. You're probably pretty excited for the new game. New remake.
Careful! This one's gonna hit hard. Hope you're ready.
Is this a new... What did you rename your Palico to?
Yeah, this is another Palico.
Oh, okay.
I think I have a Palico named Pog, but that Palico's a fighter Palico, and this one's a bomber Palico.
Bomber.
And it looks like this quest is like almost done. This quest lasts 15 minutes, my goodness. Haha, I know what you mean. That's how it was for me at first. When using Spiral Thrust, in my opinion, it's better to not try not to mess with the camera to the secondary Spiral Thrust. Yeah, I mean, I tried. It's just not fun. Now, I think the replacement in Sunbreak is going to be what's it called? Skyward Thrust. I'm hoping that's a lot better, although I'm not very fond of it doing multiple hits because it does eat up a lot of sharpness. Alright, let's do another quest with Lance. That quest was pretty short.
What could be like the worst thing that they could possibly show tomorrow? Like worst case scenario, like what do they do?
What do they do?
Yeah, like worst case scenario, Capcom. What do they do for Sunbreak tomorrow? They like, they're like, yeah, we're actually cutting the frame rate down to 15 frames per second.
Yeah, but you know that like awful like sandy filter they use in the
if anyone
Sunbreak
hasn't seen
eShop
it,
pictures.
on the eShop, if you look at Sunbreak, for some reason the pictures look like horrible. I don't know why. It looks like they rubbed Vaseline on the screen. I don't know what was up with that, but what if like that was like the graphics they go for?
Yeah, Ryosa comes up, it's like, we're now adding this filter to the Switch version of Sunbreak. Gosh, why is it another barrel?
Buy it again on PC if you don't want this filter. You already have your money, idiot.
Yeah, but I don't know what could be the worst thing they could show, but I'm really hoping that they announce a demo. Hopefully sometime this week would be like really cool, honestly. Yeah, cause like it's weird. The timeline for Sunbreak is really weird.
They announced it really early. They announced it like last March or something.
Yeah, they announced it really early, but like usually.
Or I think it was like, last E3 Direct. Last June.
Yeah, usually the marketing when they release a new title is that they have a demo like almost 2 months in advance. But now the game's gonna be out in less than 3 weeks. So I don't know what's up with their marketing team this time.
They don't want to bother making a demo. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's like almost at this point it's like too late. But you know, last week they had all those like they gave out those like they almost look like alpha builds of the game, like some YouTubers and stuff. So I got like some gameplay from some people.
And yet they did not. They didn't send one out to beloved.
Yeah, and they just always forget about me.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't have your email in your bio. They didn't know how to reach you.
They didn't know how to contact me.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. What would you do if they came out and they were like, "Alright, guys, we're bringing back underwater hunts from last time to try on Wii."
You know, some people really like those underwater hunts. They really want that back for some reason. I don't know why.
What is chat game fun? Underwater hunts? Yes or no? How did you play try? but that just sounds painful to me personally.
Yeah, Try was actually my first game.
Not PS.
I didn't really particularly like underwater hunts.
Remember the Wii Squeak on Monster Hunter?
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
What a great invention. You have a mic on top of your TV that picks up your audio, and then your friend's audio comes through the TV speakers, which means that your friend's audio is going to get played back to them through the Wii Speak because you put the mic on your TV. What were they thinking? I don't really understand that one.
Yeah, really weird.
How many,
speaking of
over under, oh, no, you read it.
Yeah. What has chat's thought about no laggy and Sunbreak, by the way? When we talked about Monster Hunter 3. You know, laggy is the flagship of Monster Hunter 3. And not bringing them back.
I'll have to think what chat thinks, but, what's the over under on, how many, Capcom collaborations they'll show tomorrow? Over under
They
2.
could potentially show a timeline.
Over under 2.
I mean, they might show a collaboration. Who knows?
I feel like they'll if they show a timeline, I think they'll have a Resident Evil 4 collaboration. And
Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know what else. How are they going to collaborate? Remember that game Exo Primal with the dinosaurs that you shoot?
Yeah.
How are they going to collaborate with that? What do you think? You think they're going to put like dinosaurs in this game?
No.
Like they have like they turned the game into Exo Primal. They have like dinosaurs come out of a portal.
I mean,
I think they should go for it.
I mean, if you looked at Worlds DLC, you had like Behemoth and Leshen.
Did they
I
ever
feel like
have
they're
the...
going to reveal something huge tomorrow. I saw a leak today, if that's true. Sunbreak is going to be crazy. What is this leak? I'm curious.
I heard that they're gonna introduce the new monster. Its name is Sugma.
What's Sugma?
Sugma balls.
Oh my gosh. You got me.
I don't know. You want me to try to find this leak?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, I don't really care about leaks, by the way. You know, if you're watching and you care about leaks, I apologize.
Let us negotiate. Farewell.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a Reddit Monster Hunter leak, so I'm gonna guess it's on there. There's a YouTube video, but I'd rather just read it than have to. Okay, leak from 5 hours ago. It's just this. It's the load screen leak. There's a bunch of monsters on it. I don't know if that means anything.
Probably the monster then.
Okay, well the load
Here, send it to me.
has leaked. Yeah. I'm just gonna text it to you so it doesn't go through Discord and mess anything up. I don't know, this is what I found. Probably means more to you. Don't forget that I'm not saying it's going to be there tomorrow, but the NVIDIA leak that has been proven correct so far, because there's a bunch of stuff that was on there that's been revealed, had Monster Hunter 6 on there, and Dragon's Dogma 2. And that was also, those were also
image
in the Capcom leak.
Why is this image in like 144p?
I don't know.
Alright, so here's a loading screen. Looks like the monsters are Garen Golem. Looks like Seregios, Rachna, Minagaron. Oh, Ah. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, if you care about spoilers in the chat, by the way, just say so, because I'm about to spoil it in like 5 seconds. So you better type fast.
Toilet.
Yeah, so if I'm not wrong, so I've been seeing on Twitter like the no spoilers. Yeah, so if I'm not wrong, there's like, it seems like one of the frontier monsters is gonna be there, which is very interesting. I think what was the name of that monster? Like Espinus or something like that. I mean, I never played Frontier, but yeah, looks like it's there. Yeah, and that's not the only thing, because you also see the flagship of Monster Hunter 4. There's Gormagalas in that loading screen.
I've never played Monster Hunter Frontier, considering it's like Japanese only. That was like the 360 game in Japan, right? Or I'm missing a little different game. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I know one of the people working on Sunbreak like worked on Frontiers as well. And also, like some of the moves, new Silkbind attacks that's a lot of weapons are getting are like based on Frontier moveset, like the Frontier style. So yeah, looks like we're getting a Frontier monster and Gormagala. I know everyone likes Gormagala, you know, and I think so. I think Gormagala is cool as well. You know, so if they reveal that, that's gonna be very exciting.
What if they reveal that Sunbreak is one monster and it's an underwater fight?
It's just all underwater.
Yeah.
You know, that the
Citadel
map
like,
they showed us.
It's like goop, so you swim slow. It's like Jello.
Yeah,
they do it as bad
the
as
Citadel
possible.
map they showed us this entire time. That's a gaslight.
Yeah, no.
The game's just gonna be. It's just gonna be like the sea and nothing else.
What if they had this, and it has story, and the story's like insanely good, makes you cry?
I would be surprised if they had a really good story. They've never been known to, you know, have a really good story.
Wouldn't that just be insane if they like put out this like insanely well-written story? It's like touching, makes you cry at the end. Really heartwarming moments, huge twists.
Yeah. All right. I think that's enough talking. Yeah, if there are any requests of like which weapon you want me to play as, then yeah, feel free to say so.
I think dual blades. Those are my favorite.
Even if they don't show Espionage/Gore, I think if they reveal Raktar subspecies, then this leak will be more valid. Right, true. Yeah, and you know, I think in some of the gameplay, there's like the I think the Arachnoid's like subspecies. It was called something else. Yeah, it was like basically an orange Arachnoid. So, you know, the chance of Arachna subspecies is pretty high. Anyways, we have a request for dual blades. I don't really like dual blades in this game. I think they butcher it a lot.
Not a real.
And I'm also playing Raw.
As a meme.
I mean, I'll play dual blades. I'm also playing Raw dual blades because I'm too lazy to craft all the meta sets.
I'll repay you. Good feeling.
Time to get going.
Even if they just showed off Gore tomorrow, that'll be pretty hype. I'm pretty excited.
Gore, like you're gonna be able to like just tear the monsters apart piece by piece.
I'm gonna
Ready to go.
gore. I'm gonna gore Magala. I don't know where was that. I don't know where that was going.
I like the idea of like being excited for gore, and it just means that you can like slice the monsters in half or something, like their intestines spill out. I feel like that's what they're gonna go for. I think that's what they'll include.
That means the frenzy virus is coming back. There's no way they're gonna add gore and like not have the frenzy virus.
What'd you do if they just say we're actually deleting the entire game of Rise and we're remaking PS2 Monster Hunter 1?
That would probably make people very happy, honestly. You'd be surprised at how many people think like Monster Hunter Freedom Unite's like a better game than... Oh, I forgot I was playing Dual Blades. Yeah, you'd be surprised at how many people think like Rise is like worse than like old school Monster Hunter games.
Well, I know like some people are upset because they're like, oh, now it's too casual ever since World.
Right.
But like, I don't know. I feel like some like you really want to be playing with like the claw hand on PSP still.
Yeah, I don't really care about those people. They can have their opinions.
I thought you could say they can go die.
They
Can you imagine?
No.
You like Monster Hunter PS2? Why don't you perish? You ever think about how like the Vita was made perfectly for Monster Hunter, and then Capcom was like, yeah, 3DS for us, boys. And then that's what pretty much. I mean, the Vita kind of got tanked by the memory cards being expensive, but like that thing would have probably been way huger if it had Monster Hunter on it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's a multiverse.
I mean, 3DS isn't bad too.
Yeah, but there's a multiverse out there where you have the dual sticks and like, you know, somewhat HD screen for Monster Hunter on Vita. We got Freedom Wars instead. Sony's response to making that. We have Monster Hunter at home. Does anyone in the chat remember the Final Fantasy Monster Hunter clone? Final Fantasy Explorers for 3DS. They tried to make a Monster Hunter clone like in the Final Fantasy world. It was not very good.
Yeah, that sounds appalling. At the end of the day, Monster Hunter is still a business. The series has to evolve in some way, otherwise it would have died. Right. Yeah, I know it wasn't for you like extremely... Yeah, I'm going this way. Yeah, I think For You did very well, or relatively well.
It was huge on 3DS. Like they were selling it
Yeah.
like extremely well on 3DS.
Yeah, it was For You, and then... I mean, the game that really did it was World.
Yeah, because it was like
that game was... Yeah, it was very accessible, and it was a very good game.
They were like,
and...
you know, they had concessions before. Like you have to have the concession of putting it on 3DS, you know, hardware. You know, you have to have the concession of having it still on PSP when like handhelds are not nearly as big in the United States as they are in Japan.
Yeah, and that's what really brought Monster Hunter to the West. You know, back in the good old days, you had like your Monster Hunter YouTubers were like Gaijin Hunter, and then you had Eric's, and then you had
Alright, let's see what we have.
some speedrunner accounts like I know like Team Darkside was, you know, Team Darkside was pretty small back in the day. Like I remember when they did their kill Electron as a few hits as possible. They were pretty small. But yeah, but now you have, you know, a lot of people playing Monster Hunter, including myself.
Crazy that like World is their Capcom's highest selling game of all time when you consider they have Resident Evil and Street Fighter and, you know, everything else. Like, I think like that World sold that much. Dude, Rise sold crazy well too. Rise sold over like 9 million.
Yeah, they have 9 million.
Which, like, you know, and that was only counting Switch, right? Because the PC version just came out.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's I can't remember if it's 9 million total or 9 million just on the Switch.
The PC version came out like 2 months ago, right?
It came out in January.
Oh, it came out in January. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I like. Yeah, I wanted to like push for my Sword and Shield tutorial when the PC version came out.
Get it on the Steam.
I know. Yep. I know Dual Blades. Dual Blades now just like mosquito time. I keep missing my piercing dines. I'm bad.
You good?
I mean, I guess I'm to push over anyways.
Yeah, I'm looking at like a comparison between, because I've never seen the PC port of Rise, between Rise, Switch, and PC. At 60 FPS is nice, but it doesn't look. I mean, I don't know if this is like because the PC port could be better, or the Switch version is just good enough. Like, other than that, it doesn't look too much crazier.
No, it does not.
Like, I mean, that is 60 FPS is nice, but.
Yeah, I played a demo on my PC, you know, it's so smooth.
I can't believe they didn't do cross save though. That's pretty lame.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I guess I just haven't figured it out yet.
I don't know how you.
Yeah, Actisom did just glitch out. But that's, you know, online they do that sometimes. Yeah, I guess they haven't figured it out yet. Both cross-platform and cross-saves.
I don't know, like, there's so many other game companies that like figured that out. Like, much smaller companies too. Like, I wonder if there's something like else at play. Like, Nintendo doesn't want to play along with that or something. Because there has to be a reason why they didn't also then port it to PS4 and Xbox. Like, I wonder if Nintendo paid for like exclusivity.
Right. Yeah, I got those people that really, they really think this game was on the wrong console.
I don't know.
Whatever.
There's already World on those consoles. Like, it'd be nice in the future if they could just have, you know, the same game on all three, but I don't know. If there's such a disparity, like there's going to be such a disparity between like PS5 and Switch that it's not going to be worth it. Either you're going to get like a cringe. Well, they would like prioritize Switch just because of Japan. So you're either going to get like a PS5 game that looks like a Switch game, or like a Switch game that looks like they ported down a PS5 game and it looks bad.
Alright, any other requests? why doesn't Xbox have a low RPG base? Why didn't Persona get ported?
Because
It's Atlas.
money.
Atlas got that bag from Microsoft, I guess.
I mean, that's the only way I can think it is. Atlas got that bag. I mean, 360 did. I remember Microsoft tried with like RPGs. They had like Lost Odyssey was exclusive, and Blue Dragon, two Miss Walker games. They had Tales of Vesperia was exclusive on 360. They were really trying with it, and then they gave it up pretty fast. But I don't know. I think they want to try to find more. I think they want to at least have games on Xbox. Like, I think they want RPGs on Xbox, even if like I don't think they're ever gonna go for exclusive RPGs. But I think like if PS5 has it, I think Xbox is gonna want to try to have it too.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to play Persona 3 and Persona 4, but I also don't want to play it on PC, my laptop.
Let's make this a quick one.
I'm kind of disappointed that it's Persona 3 Portable and not FPS. But
Right.
I mean, that's not to be nitpicky, but it's like I've tried with Portable. I tried it on Vita, and I don't know. It has its
I
like
my
quality of
feeling.
life. I don't know. It has its quality of life, but just no overworld map and no cutscenes.
Back.
It's a little rough, but I probably would. I don't know. I wish they would remake 3, but I know that they are more than likely not going to do that. Also, I want you
Alright.
all to
You got a
remember
request for a hunting horn?
Hunting Horn. I want everyone to remember that we have the Persona 5 or the Persona 25th anniversary going on, and they chose not to have this be one of those announcements, but instead to have Persona mouthwash be an announcement.
I don't understand Atlas.
Atlas is funny. That's just a funny company. They don't.
Like,
It's so funny.
you
when
think that...
you can tell some people are new to Atlas fandom because they like try to like predict Atlas, and they try to act like Atlas is even anyway predictable or would do something normal. They'll be like, oh yeah, any day now I think they'll announce Persona 3 remake, and it's like, no. That's like too well requested. What they're gonna actually do is port Ultimax to Switch and PS4. It's just random.
Yeah. We talked about this earlier, but Atlas's decision making has to be done by like a Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, it has to be. I don't know. They throw darts at a dartboard. And that
They like have to do something as ridiculous as that. Magic 8 Ball. Should we port Persona 4 Golden to consoles because it's very highly requested?
No.
It shakes the Magic 8 Ball.
Only Magic 8 Ball says only Xbox. It's a special Magic 8 Ball. It's just think of back to a few years of Atlas stuff. You have an Atlas developing and Atlas published. You have Persona 5, PS4, and PS3. They get like Catherine Full Body, PS4, and then later ported to Switch. You have Royal, which is PS4 only for a while, and now Xbox. You have 13 Sentinels, which is PS4 and then ported to Switch. You have Soul Hackers 2, which is PS4, Xbox. You have Ultimax, which is PS4, Switch. You have the dancing games, which is PS4 Vita. It's like so arbitrary what they choose and what they don't choose to put on there. They have Strikers. Strikers is another one. PS4 and Switch. When the PS5 was out, And they have PC in the mix. I'm only talking about. It's just so random. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
I don't know why they have so they're willing to port PSP games, but they have PSP versions of Persona 1 and 2 as well. And they don't port those either. They're like, yeah, we got the whole series right here, and then it's just 3, 4, 5.
cannot get the Infernal Melody out. I am getting that damage. Yeah, I don't get Atlas. It just sometimes just I'm ready to give up on Atlas.
I don't know. They're frustrated. I don't know. It's just frustrating. It's like I look at something like Resident Evil or Yakuza, where all the games are just accessible on modern consoles. So I mean, Yakuza's not on Switch, but I think those would be hard to port over there. Some of them are PS3 games, but I don't know if you could get the whole side over there easily. But like Resident Evil, all of it's on Switch pretty much, except for 2 and 3. But they're all on Xbox and PS4, and it's like, yeah, those sold really well, and I just don't get why Atlas doesn't have that stuff on there. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And then when they do this weird hack stuff. I don't know. Like, I'd probably play the golden console port on PS4 anyway. I don't really care anything about it. But like, come on, come to something. OPM for Shin Megami Tensei 5 being ported to Switch. That wasn't that in the Nvidia leak? I think it's probably going to be ported eventually, but
I should probably get back to Shin Megami Tensei 5.
I was just thinking about getting it back to good. I don't know.
But it's like
Kind of boring at first. I've heard it gets way better, but I played like maybe the first 6 hours and I was a little bit bored with it.
Yeah, that's my experience too.
I like the mechanics of it and like the team building, but I found like the open world exploration kind of boring. But I should probably get into it at some point. But yeah, that's another weird one. It's where like I don't get why they didn't have that be. Maybe Nintendo paid for it, although I'm not sure they did. Why wouldn't they have that be like Switch PS4 as well? But no clue. Yeah, I've been seeing like Soul Hackers too, and that game actually looks really good. Like I'm I don't know, that's the problem with Atlas, is that the games that they make are just like so insanely good. Like, I really feel like Persona 5 Royal is like such a cut above like any other Japanese game. So then it's just like, it's like so much better than any other Japanese role-playing game on the market. And then they just make these like baffling decisions where it's like, what are you doing?
I can't believe the stream turned into an Atlas rant.
They're always, anytime we're on Discord talking, it becomes an Atlas rant. They're so frustrating. Yeah. I really feel like Capcom's like the only company lately that hasn't been letting me down in some arbitrary way. Like every time like Capcom do something weird, it's always arbitrary.
Yeah, Capcom is up good. They're really cranking out the games and doing good stuff.
They were pretty down bad from like 2007 to like 2016, but they got it together. Resident Evil 7 kind of kicked off like a new era. And they were down bad for a while though. Atlas is trending on Twitter again.
Yep. They put Joker in Smash.
I know.
People want to play Persona 5 on the Switch.
So weird.
Persona goes to Xbox.
Here's what it's gonna be. Atlas will port all 3 of those games, but as cloud versions.
What? Now, I mean,
that's the next.
That would be awful.
I mean, at least cloud versions for those games would be fine since they're turn-based, but it would still not be optimum. It would not be optimal at all. That's like what they're gonna do, probably. I just think of like the Kingdom Hearts versions where there's no reason for those to be cloud versions. like at all.
Yep.
It's like insane.
Atlas is gonna pull a square.
I don't know. I don't think Atlas is down that bad. They're not like Square level of horrible decisions, but they didn't get Platinum to go from making Nier Automata to Babylon's Fall. Speaking of Platinum, Nintendo, have a direct so we can see Bayonetta 3 because that's supposed to still be coming out this year. And
Right.
we've got one.
We got one gameplay. Yeah, we got one trailer.
I would assume that's like their October game, probably.
Excellent. Shall we?
Time to get going.
Because July is Xenoblades, but that's like end of July, so we don't really need anything in August. September is Splatoon. I'm gonna assume October is Bayonetta, and then November is Pokemon, and then December is probably like maybe August will be Advanced Wars. They still gotta put that out. That was supposed to come out a long time ago.
Yeah, I feel bad for Advance Wars. They're just releasing their games at the worst possible times in history.
I feel bad for Advanced Wars, the new one, because I'll probably be the only person on the planet who buys it.
There are some Advance Wars fans out there.
What do you mean Joker's already been playable? Remember Persona Q?
PQ.
Persona Q 2, which came out in 2019 on the 3DS. I mean, it's a fun game, but like, come on. Also, the fact there was no dub in that game was like, I understand why they didn't do it, because they'd have to pay like 30 voice actors, but still. They'd have to pay 30 voice actors and also have half the voice cast not be the same as the original game, so...
Right.
Screwed up. Like, Persona 4 is like, most of the voice cast is not coming back to return at this point. You'd get like, you, Yosuke, and Chie, and Yukiko probably, and then no one else.
Yeah.
I know Junpei's voice actor got canceled. That's a whole controversy. I don't really want to go on it. I don't make too much about it, and I just he probably wouldn't return at this point.
So that was not a good time for a KO because we still have Sonic Camp's knockdown. It's a little... That's not very optimal, but... It's fine. Nice miss. Oops. I guess that didn't matter too much anyways.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, I missed.
That's one for the history book.
When was the Persona concert?
The concert they just announced, I think it's in October, right?
Yeah, we're just probably gonna be enough.
I mean, all the big Persona
Yeah,
announcements
October 20th.
usually happen there.
October 8th and 9th.
That was a trap.
Okay, Saturday, Sunday, October 8th and 9th. Yeah, that's, I mean, historically that's been where all the announcements are. That's where they first showed Royal and Strikers and Persona 5 in general. And a lot of the spin-offs. It's been weird because, like, it's been like since,
I had fun.
I don't know, it's been an insanely long time where we've had no idea what kind of Persona spin-off or mainline game is coming ahead, and we haven't had that since, like, Strikers came out. Now, we have no idea what's even next. I mean, we can assume what's next, but we have no idea what's even coming next.
Right.
So it's, like, so weird. Because, like, go back to as far back as, like, I remember it was, like, 2014 was when they, or 2013 is when they did the one where they showed Persona 5 Winter. That's the classic Winter 2014. I think they showed Q and Ultimax there as well, and dancing. So it's been like since like 2013 we've known like what's ahead at some point, but now we have no clue. I just want to see six, like what they're even going to go with for 6, like so bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see. Extended gameplay of Sword and Shield's new Silkbind move, and Sword operates like Spiral Thrust, just shield only, and the water ball cooldown seems very low.
We'll see. We'll watch people who post it on Twitter, because to watch the stream of the concert it's $35, so not paying that.
Yeah, no way. I think so. I already made a video on that new Silkbind move. If we're thinking about the same thing, yeah. I mean, in Japanese, it translates to like shield bump or something like that. It's gonna be called something different in English, obviously, because shield bump sounds weird. But it's gonna replace Falling Shadow. It actually has a worse cooldown than Falling Shadow. I believe Falling Shadow is like 6 seconds. The new shield bump is like 10 seconds from what I saw in some gameplay. I don't know what you mean by extended gameplay. I mean, there's I know there's Eric's Sword and Shield gameplay, but he didn't really show much. And then there's like, I know there's like a 30-second clip of someone like spamming the new move. I mean, it looks, I don't know how I feel about that move anymore, because it does have a longer cooldown than Falling Shadow, and it seems a little weak. Like, weaker than I think it should be. Like, I think, like, it should have like the same, if it had like the same motion value of like the Hard Basher, then that'd be pretty sick. Yeah, I know that one was like 30 seconds. I think I didn't mention it in the video I made, but I left a link there because someone mentioned it to me in the comments, which is very nice. Yeah, I think I estimated the motion value to be like 31-ish, because compared to the shield attack, like the second hits in the shield Hard Basher combo, it's like a little over like 50% stronger than the shield attack, or the shield. It's called Shield Bash, I think.
Enough of that.
Anyways, I think this will be my last hunt, unless it's like extremely short one for some reason. Yeah, but I am excited to see what they're gonna have tomorrow. I do hope, I mean, it does seem too late for a demo, but it doesn't seem too unreasonable that they will have a demo. You know, just because of the, you know, the gameplay stuff that was shown off. last week. I'm gonna be doing a lot of experimenting if that's the case. Maybe I'll live stream it. Maybe I'll do some speedruns. I don't know.
Trying to find a list of everything they're going to talk about at the Capcom thing tomorrow.
I think if like I have some speedruns on Monster Hunter, but you know, one of the like Legend of Zelda speedrunners I listened to, he said like you shouldn't speedrun your favorite game, or else it kind of like ruins it for you.
I could imagine.
Like his favorite game is the Wind Waker, and he's like pretty known for Wind Waker speedruns. And like it really does ruin it. And like I'm kind of afraid of if I like really try to grind, like push times down, then I would start to like despise this game, which is what I don't want. You know, I'll speedrun like Elden Ring because it is a good game. It's like a pretty fun speedrun, but yeah, I don't know how. Probably won't do too much speedrunning for Monster Hunter Sunbreak. I am thinking about you know, doing an armorless final boss, you know, just like last year. Which, by the way, it is almost a 1-year anniversary of that my first commentated video, which is very poor. I didn't even know like Audacity existed at the time, because I'm such a boomer. So I use like the voice recorder application on my laptop. Yeah, it is coming up shortly.
Okay, I'm trying to find stuff here. So, it's kind of a leak that's saying we're going to see Resident Evil Village story expansion, Reverse, which I really hope they don't spend much time on that. They need to just fart that game out and get on with it. That was supposed to be the free multiplayer that came with Resident Evil Village. Like, they can't be wasting more. That game came out last May. They can't be wasting much more time with that, considering no one's hyped for it. Everyone who played it said it was bad, and like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they completely overhauled it, but I don't know. They need to just get over that. But Street Fighter 6, Sunbreak. Someone said this guy says Dragon's Dogma, Exoprimal, and Pragmata. So I want to see more of Pragmata. I'm interested in seeing that.
Is there any like? Do we know how long that's gonna last?
35 minutes.
Really? So short?
Okay, Capcom was big.
Let's see. Hopefully it's just like dense with content. I got paralyzed. Let's see some of that theory crafting. Yeah. I'll definitely be doing a lot of that. It's gonna be interesting to test out Destroyer Oil. Even if it, I don't know if it's even gonna be possible. So we just don't have numbers really.
Yeah, I believe any kind of Capcom show leak says that they're not going to have Mega Man or Ace Attorney.
Sorry to those Ace Attorney fans. Why did... Okay. Yeah. I'm just curious to see how good Destroyer Oil is, because yeah, a lot of people are very excited for oils, but you know, if you looked at like GU like runs of the Sword and Shield, like nobody uses Destroyer Oil unless maybe unless they're fighting like the metal rats. Gold Rathian, Silver Rathalos because their head hit zones are like really bad until you break it, and it becomes like extraordinarily good. But like, yeah, I already explained the problems with Destroyer Oil. So it is kind of concerning. It might not have even been worth. It's not really worth using because, you know, doing more damage gives you more flinches. So why couldn't we just get like, you know, I also said like it shouldn't be a damage buff, but at that point I'd rather have a damage buff. The Hunting Horn gets one. Hammer gets one. It's just weird. Must have a really hot take.
I think with the Capcom showcase tomorrow, like 35 minutes will be a nice relief after how long the Microsoft and Games Fest showcase was.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping that it's very dense. Like they just go like good announcement, like very quickly.
I feel like Nintendo Direct just has it down and it,
yeah, Nintendo has it down like 40
minutes.
Be
a fanboy, it's just like, alright, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Just go from thing to thing to thing. And, you know, that not everything's going to be great. By the time you get bored with something, you've moved on.
Right.
And you
just
get
very
about, like,
quick announcements.
Things. Like, but like, I don't know, like there's like Xbox One today, they linger on the same pre-rendered, you know, cinematic trailer for forever, and then it's boring and it shows nothing about the game and you forget about it instantly. I can't even think of any examples today besides the Diablo 4 pre-rendered trailer, just because they're so forgettable. Then like,
yeah, there was an example where it was like, oh, this is a turn-based game, and it showed literally no gameplay.
Yeah, it just showed a pre-rendered trailer. I'm thinking like, how much money did you put into that trailer that you could have just not? And it just showed gameplay. I don't know, I think you just there's the same thing with that. I don't usually like the state of plays because, in Sony's defense, they usually set expectations low, just because like they know that nothing's huge is gonna happen most of the time at these. But once again, even with state of play, when they don't really have much interesting to show, they can at least are well paced and only last like 25 minutes or so. Like, I'm watching ads. At the end of the day, I'm being advertised to. Don't like make this take forever. Like, make it at least fun to be advertised to. Like, don't make it painfully long. Don't make The Rock come out and start advertising within a big advertisement and then show his new movie trailer in something called Summer Games Fest. But please. I'm definitely missing like a normal E3 this year. I think a lot of people are being like, yeah, who wants E3 nowadays? We don't need it anymore. And all that happens when there's no E3, we saw this in 2020. We saw it again this year when they canceled it. All that happens when there's no E3 is that you get a million different showcases from different people who shouldn't be having showcases. And then, you know, nothing interesting or exciting really comes out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Why did E3 get cancelled this year? Is it just because of like COVID?
Omicron. They called it in like January when Omicron was really bad. Which is like, I'm not going to get into the whole, you know, debate on whether that was a good choice or not. I think it was a little preemptive, but I understand that they'd want to be safe, but...
Right.
It's probably not the best idea, but still. I wonder if they're sitting here being like, man, we should have probably just had it, because there's so many like anime expos going on, and too many games is happening next month. So there's so many conventions going on, I wonder if E3 was like, man.
Right. Nintendo's weird, but they have their presentations down more than anyone. Yeah.
Nintendo can
I definitely lost a lot of faith with Nintendo, but you know, when a Nintendo Direct pops up, your what's it called? Your dopamine levels just skyrocket.
Yeah, Nintendo's been kind of irritating lately with a lot of their choices, and like, but like, they have the Nintendo Direct down. Like, they just know what's going on with that. But yeah, with like, yeah, E3's canceled. I think we covered that. But I just saw the chat about it. But it's like, I don't know. They canceled it this year. They said they're going to come back next year. They canceled it 2020, and then they did it online, or they did it like online only 2021, and then they just canceled it again this year. But they claim they're coming back next year. But it's like, I guess I just like and even then Sony stopped doing E3
See you later then.
conferences. I think in like 2019 anyway. But I don't know. There's something about having like these just shows where it's like, all right, guys, here's like the next 2 years of games. Here you go. You know, here's the Nintendo Direct, and here's the Xbox showcase, and here's the PlayStation showcase, and EA will put out some horrible, unwatchable showcase that has nothing interesting, and like 50 athletes showing up, reading off a teleprompter, and Ubisoft will have the most boring show you ever watched in your life, with one interesting game that'll never come out. And I don't know, I remember Bethesda would do a show, and I felt like they really never needed to do one, but now they're in with the Xbox One. Square Enix would have a showcase that had like one good thing, but then was otherwise really boring. Just bring that back. People are like, yeah, Jeff needs to replace it. And I'm like, I don't know, did you watch Summer Games Fest? I was bored out of my mind.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch it. I would have been with Opto Gaming, that live stream, but I was studying with some people.
Yeah,
I just noticed that I'm streaming at 60 FPS, and I dropped 0 frames.
Good.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that stream health.
Stream the 30 FPS game at 60 FPS.
Oh yeah, I know for like some games like Ocarina of Time, you want to actually stream at 60, because even though the gameplay is at 20 FPS, like the pause menu and the title menu is 30, so you want to stream at the least common multiple, which is 60. Very convenient.
Very convenient. I think that was...
But in any case, I did say I wanted to stream for an hour because, you know, this stream was just, you know, testing out things, making sure that I sound fine, my buddy sounds fine, and, you know, the audio balancing is okay. And as far as I know, it didn't seem like they didn't get too many complaints about that.
Yeah, we'll be watching the Capcom showcase tomorrow. Unless,
yeah,
like,
so
if we die or something before
yeah.
it happens.
Yeah, so I will be streaming the Capcom showcase. We'll start, I believe it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah,
I will start a little early, so you can like discuss about
They
it.
might be doing something at 5:30. Let me check real quick. I thought I saw somewhere 5:30 for like a, I don't know if they're having a pre-show where they're showing things too. Capcom showcase. Yeah, okay. I don't see anything about that now. That might have just been like IGN is doing a pre-show for it or something, whoever website I was on. Yeah, 6 o'clock tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be there.
Some of the games included in the showcase are not suitable for children, it says.
Yeah, so yeah, so if you're like 7 years old and watching this stream somehow, then you'll be warned.
Yeah.
I will be streaming some not safe for kids.
And then the titles,
so
featured games on the website at least has for sure Sunbreak, Resident Evil 4, Exoprimal, so even if we're just going to see more of that, it's going to be good. I don't think they're going to have any new announcements, but I think they're just going to show like already announced games.
Alright then. So, that'll be all for today.
Good stream.
Thank you very much for watching,
GG.
and I'll see you next time. It's been very fun.